Good morning, Adam. Well, I guess it's good afternoon for you in the UK. It's
Yeah, what
4:30.
time are we at? Yeah, 4:30. Yeah,
4:30.
it's nearly time to finish for the year.
Tell everyone what happened last night and why you are tired.
Oh, yeah, both of my kids are sick. A lot of vomiting all night. I slept on the floor. I'm now starting to feel sick, so it's going to be a good Christmas.
Adam is a champ for still joining us on stream. I was telling chat when I entered, I was like, I sympathize because my kids, one of mine woke up at 6 a.m. with the whole like, Mom. And I was like, oh no, please, please, I have things to do today. So
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think just kind of hitting the end of the playtest as well, kind of, your body just kind of deflates slightly. So
that's fair,
I think I'm just all sorts of exhausted basically, but I'm here. I'm ready to chat for a bit.
That's why it's gonna be extra casual today, chat. Okay. Yeah, Null says a lot of people are catching the flu. I'm telling you, like clockwork, December, the norovirus hits, and then like everyone, and it's worldwide. Like I have friends all over the world that are like, oh, my kids are throwing up, and I'm like, bro, I don't understand how it just happens that way. Anyways, to happier topics, Adam, do you want to give a quick introduction for those who might not know you, which like, come on, everyone knows you here, but let's hear it.
Yeah, so I'm Adam. I've been making BMX games now since 2012 or 2011, I suppose. I started making my first BMX game, Pump BMX. And those were kind of all mobile things. So I did Pump BMX 1, Pump BMX 2, Pump BMX 3. Then I did another mobile game, Trail Boss. And I had a couple of those ported over to consoles and things. And then I did a 1-year COVID lockdown free-to-play experiment, like a Pump BMX Flow, I called it. And after doing, like, the game was good, I think, but I didn't really enjoy the whole free-to-play thing. So after having done that, I thought, I'm going to try and make the full 3D thing I wanted to make 10 years ago. And then, yeah, here we are. Nearly finished. Not quite finished. Nearly finished.
Almost. Barcy says we all love Adam in this house. Potato says my favorite Adam. And Jamie says Pump BMX was my first.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, Pump BMX 1, 2, 3, Trail Bus, Pump BMX Flight. So this is my sixth game, sixth really BMX
impressive.
Game.
That's so cool.
Yeah, one day I'll make a game that's not BMX.
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is a fabulous question. If, like, you had all the resources in the world, what game do you think you would make? Have you thought about it?
I was chatting to Mitch Old Potato about this when we were in Seattle, I think. I'd really like to make a mountain biking game. Oh. Like but properly riding through berms, through like having a mountain, but just like nailing the mountain bike physics. I'd love to do that. So still 2 wheels, obviously.
Yeah.
Just a slightly different 2 wheels.
That's sick. That would be so cool. Yeah. Would it be like more realistic in your mind, or would you stick to like more of like the cartoon aesthetic?
I don't know. I quite like the cartoon vibes just because it gives you a little bit more flexibility with gameplay.
Yeah.
And I think you can still nail the fundamentals of the physics, but you can just kind of play with them a little bit. Yeah, I like it.
I think that's one of the things that I see the most people talk about when they refer to your games is like they're really fun, like visually as well, but they just, your attention to detail with the physics is always so appreciated. So bravo.
It's the bit I love the most. It's the bit I love the most by far. I can spend years, I have spent years tweaking physics. And I think, having ridden BMX myself, not so much these days, but since I was 16 and I'm fairly old now, I kind of, I understand how it should feel. I understand how it should look and stuff. And I like to think that feeds into how they end up feeling, all these games of mine.
100%. Yeah. You can tell that you have a love for the sport and it's not just something that you arbitrarily picked to whip up,
Oh, hell no. No. That's them.
Do you mountain bike? Curious?
A bit these days. Yeah, I have a mountain bike. There's some trails, like mountain bike trails out the back of my house, so I go there. But there's mostly just because my joints can't quite take the BMX landings quite so much anymore, so a little bit of full squish helps the helps the knees and the wrists.
Little shocks there.
Yeah.
Let's see. David said unicycle game when.
There is a unicycle game, right? UniX or something. It's very Tony Hawk-esque.
I saw, is a funny one. I saw this on actually Potato's channel, on Mitch's channel. The like downhill shopping cart get to the
yeah, Carts of Glory. Yeah. I think it's so good.
It looks so fun and so silly.
It's amazing. I'm watching Mitch play. He's really good.
Yeah.
I tried to play it. It was awful.
I was like, we should pitch Adam on putting a shopping cart in his game. Yeah, Slackers is hilarious. That's what it's called. Slackers, chat.
Slackers, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so like shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about what the people are here for. Raise your hand in chat if you participated in the Streetdog BMX playtest. So for those of you that missed it, or you might not be directly in the Streetdog community, we ran a playtest last week where we invited people to sign up and get access to a portion of the game and play it for an entire week. And we actually invited people to create content around it too. We have so many amazing clips. Some of them I'm going to show in a moment here. And it's just so impressive to see how quickly people got really good at the game. And then the extra layer from my perspective as someone who loves content creation is just, the amount of time they spent in the replay editor making these incredible cinematic experiences too. Like a lot of you guys have posted on YouTube and you synced it to like audio and really cool like music tracks and stuff like that. And it's really awesome to see from my perspective as someone who doesn't necessarily play this genre a lot. Like when I play Streetdog, I find myself a bull and I go up and down and I do tricks, and it's really satisfying for me because, I'm still new at the game, but you can tell the people that have played this genre for a long time jump in and they're just comboing and finding these insane lines and doing these really cool things that I didn't even know were possible in the game. So like, how does that feel from a developer perspective to see people actually get hands-on in what they're creating?
Yeah. There's a lot there. So I think the first thing for me is the replay editor. For me, growing up, almost half of my like BMX life was getting home after riding and editing footage together into little edits. And that's like a huge, I'm guessing, I imagine my experience isn't unique. Like part of the creativity is also like filming cool lines and making the lines look cool and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So for me, if I was going to do a replay editor, which wasn't a definite to start with, but I decided if I was going to do one, I wanted it to be good enough to kind of recreate that experience that, you've got cuts in there. You can choose to use your fisheye, not use your fisheye, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I love already like someone, was it Chris Mann did an edit? Mm-hmm. Like a full song edit. That was sick. So that kind of stuff's nuts. And then to the bigger part of your question, which is like just how does it feel more generally?
Yeah.
Just like wild. I've been working on this I've never had this feeling before I finished making a game. Uh-huh. So I've always kind of, made the game, had a few kind of close, trusted testers near to me. But I've never kind of had the kind of full, how's this game looking? How does it feel? Type feeling until launch.
Yeah.
So it's nuts to have had kind of, to be honest, the people that are most important to me in terms of them enjoying it, having played it already and being like, yeah, this is sick it's crazy. It's really cool.
Pretty validating, right?
Yeah, I mean, every time I make one of these games, and I'm starting to think, I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I'm pretty good at capturing the feeling, but every time you think, maybe this is the one where I realize I'm actually shit.
No, I think you're far too humble. I think you mentioning that you created so many games at this point in your career, and this is like the big one coming to PC and people are already so stoked about it is just really cool. You know, that's I think a validating. I will feel validated for you. How about that?
Oh no, it definitely is. It definitely is. No, it's an amazing feeling. But yeah, like my kind of goal, especially with the first few games, it was a very clear goal, was that I just wanted to make the game that I wanted to play. And that's the reason I made Pump 1 in the first place. There was a game called Dirt Bike, which is a motocross 2D game, and I really wanted it to just be a BMX. And I even emailed the developer of Dirt Bike and said, "Look, can you just add a little BMX character in?" And he didn't. And then it must have been about 4 years later, I was like, "Fine, I'm just going to make it. Fine." So the whole thing started because I was like, this game that I want to play doesn't exist, so I'm going to make it. And I'm kind of trying to continue that. So the goal, but I suppose it's expanded slightly now. So the goal is, first and foremost, I want to make a game that's good for BMX people to play. BMX people who love BMX to play. But then on top of that, obviously, if I can get people who aren't into BMX interested in BMX, then that's a big win.
I mean, but like, I'm a fairly tech savvy person. Listen, I HTML coded my MySpace page when I was 13. All right. But I just find it so impressive that you woke up one day and you were just like, I'm going to code a video game. Like that's so crazy, right? Like that's it's really
pure
impressive.
Naivety. Yeah.
So did you just what? I mean, I don't even know back then. How did you learn to code?
How old do you think I am, Steph? The internet still existed.
Yeah, but still, like there wasn't like YouTube tutorials like there are now, you know? Like, did you take a class? Did you just look up some literature?
Yeah, there was still like a couple of tutorials. I can tell you, it was something called Cocos 2D. It was a iPhone game, a 2D game engine. And I found a how to make a Flappy Bird clone tutorial. And then I went from that and turned Flappy Bird into Pump BMX 1.
Oh my God.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick. Did you draw it? Are you an artist?
Pump BMX 1, I didn't do the backgrounds. No, I didn't do any of it. No, I found an artist. I did all of it. And then I was like, hell no. The one thing I definitely am not is an artist.
I might need you to dig up your original art just so I can see it for the archives.
Seriously,
you know?
So bad.
Okay, cool. So I, without further ado, would love to just kind of get into some of the clips. Well, here, let me read chat for a second here. Jamie says, Adam took the feedback so well and the update turnaround was insane. Tony420 says the editor is unbelievably great. Potato says Adam is the best. Null says every game he's made slaps. We love Adam from David. Potato also says literally every game Adam put out has been great, even his half pipe browser game. Haha.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, that was a thing.
Bone Boy says, was streaming it to my friend who doesn't care about the sport or know anything about BMX, but the visual style and approachable gameplay made him want to try it.
Yeah, that's the win right there.
Wow, we love to hear that. Oh, just because, you know, some of these people might have not been in the community when we went to X Games. Can we just give a little blurb about that? How crazy was it to take Streetdog to X Games?
Yeah. I mean, where do you even start with that? I've never been to X Games before. It's been one of those things that I've seen, obviously, every year. And never really kind of considered going. And then suddenly we were there with my game.
I know.
Which was just sick, right? It was just awesome hanging out and watching all sorts of stuff going on. And then we got into the athletes lounge. And so we had a load of athletes playing the game. That was insane. And then I met Kevin Peraza and he showed me, he had my games on his phone. And that was fucking cool.
He wanted a picture with you, man. He's like, Adam, take a selfie with me. Let me go get my gold medals. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that was nuts. And we had Mitch there as well. And Mitch was, Mitch, we love you, Mitch.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Don't let his ego get too big. Just kidding, Mitch. We love you. Yeah, I mean, I feel like X Games is really pretty mainstream as far as like awareness. Like I've known about the X Games forever, but you know, being there and in the culture and around the people that love the sports so much was a very cool experience. Like everyone is so chill. Everyone is so nice. Like everyone who came by the booth was like really supportive and just really interested in what we were doing. And as someone who's worked a ton of video game conferences and stuff like that, you don't always get that vibe. So it was just a really cool experience. And then to see like the professional athletes who are the top of their game pull out these absolutely mind-blowing tricks and stunts and lines and like it was just, you see it on TV and it's not the same, chat. It is not the same than when you watch a guy hit the half pipe and do like this crazy motorcycle stunt, or you watch people hit these like it's wild to me, because when you're there in person, you realize how high they're actually going. You know what I mean? Like the perspective is just so much bigger than what you would ever realize on TV. So
yeah, it was nuts.
My favorite two things quickly were all of the parents being mad at us for having a video game.
That's
because
true.
They were like, I brought my kids here to get them away from the screen, god damn it. And then they would hang out for like 2 hours. And then
yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Yeah, lots of people were like, their kids kept coming back to the booth, which was sweet.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, as like a non-writer, it was really cool to get a chance to like go on the course and like see it at a human scale. And like that really kind of informed how I play the game now to some extent. Like I was like, you know, like it made it all concrete, which was really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We also have an anonymous gifter who gave a sub to Dadester. Welcome, Dadester. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter, for the sub. We appreciate you. Also, Kyle QB with the follow. Hoshi the Angry, and Still Just Jamie. Everyone who's following, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. We appreciate you. I'm going to throw up some clips right now, and we're going to talk about them because you guys are just absolutely insane. I don't know how you guys pulled these off. They're just like, I don't know. It's just so cool. It's like you guys have been in here the whole time.
I think the worst offenders are in chat, right?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I think my, okay, we're going to try a different one. That one's a little lagging a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's just really cool to see. You know, it's really funny too. I love seeing the aesthetic choices. Like some people chose fisheye, some didn't, some made it way more cinematic. Like even that one, how he has the transition where he like pans to the ground, so your next clip we can pan out. Like it's just really cool to see these guys put all this stuff together, because I don't know, it's interesting to me when you're in the game, you're just thinking about the lines, you know, and the tricks. And then when you go into the replay editor, you're thinking about how to make it into like a cinematic experience, which is just mind blowing to me. I don't think I have the brain power for that.
I have to say, watching some of these little clips and edits that people have been doing, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to show my editing skills. I'll stick to programming, I think.
Like what? So cool.
Yo.
Like the wall rides are, I think, the absolute, like,
yeah, people say like, so wall rides are one of my favorite things to do IRL on a bike. It's just so I honestly I spent months, literally months, just on the wall rides.
Yeah, like programming it, you mean?
Yeah, like, and then getting them working, but then tweaking how they feel and how quickly you rotate into them and how much you can steer. Although there are a couple of bugs around that, but that's what the playtest is for.
That's what the playtest is for.
Yo, like that.
Yeah. So
see, I really like all of these nuts clips, but then you see the occasional more realistic thing, and they're like, you know, someone just doing a feeble 180 bar or something, and it just.
I actually, yeah, I saw a couple of people submit, be like, you know, realistic, like this is what I would do if I was actually in this amazing like playground in real life. These are the lines. Yeah. So it's really cool to see them, you know, not. Well,
me and my friends used to do back in the day would be, you know, hanging out of an evening and we'd just take it in turns to do realistic runs. Yeah. And then you probably get about 30 seconds in before someone's doing like a triple backflip 540 or something, but.
Yeah, we asked Nick, we were like, as our resident expert at the game, he's like, honestly, I just like doing flips. That's his like. He's like, I'll just find the biggest air and do as many flips as I can. And I was like, fair. That's fair. You know. I know. I wanted to show Chrisman's. I mean, I could do it muted. He just has music. And we wanna put this VOD up, so I don't wanna get a copyright strike on the channel. I think another thing that's kind of
look at that French translation. Just to be clear, we literally Google translated all of the words. We are going to get them properly translated.
I think one of the things that people don't talk about enough though is how satisfying the sound effects are. Like when you hit a grind or you go into a manual, like the sounds match up so well with the gameplay too. Damn, that line.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly still on my list for polish, so it's only going to get better stuff.
Heck yeah. I know, you better be taking notes, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the ridiculousness. Look at that.
Imagine if you could do that in real life. So sick.
No, it's really not doing a slider on the wall. But that came up as a bug fairly early on in the week. And I just didn't have the heart to fix it because I loved how it looked so much. Like,
it's too
doing
good.
A fakey wall ride slider, like it's just so ridiculous.
It's so
I don't
ridiculous.
Need to fix it.
But it's just so sick too, though. I mean, like, I feel like when he found this, he probably geeked out so hard. Who is this?
Yeah,
Let's see. This was Null. Null, you're in the chat. So buttery. How did it feel hitting this? Oops. One more time. We're gonna watch one more time. I think this was my favorite one. Is this your, what did you call it? Was this your resistance? your masterpiece? It's so good. My magnum opus, that's what you called it.
There we go.
So good. Oh, here's your other one.
Yeah, nuts.
Nuts.
And I think someone asked whether all of that stuff up top was intentional. No. Absolutely wasn't.
But the play testers found it and now we know.
They found it and then I realized the potential, so I spent half a day polishing it up for them so they could.
Oh, you hear that,
explore a bit more.
That's love. That's dev love for you guys.
They know.
And here's one more clip from Shepard. I love this one too. Oh, that's how you get up there.
Yeah. Chill.
So chill. It's so good. Like I like the camera,
bars,
dude.
bars,
It's
back,
so
turn
good.
down. That looked good. Bar, back, turn down. Turn down to bog, sorry. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people using the kind of skids and stuff as a little pre-hop flavor. It looks really good.
So good. That clip's really good too. Not as showy per se, but like just shows like the technical aspect of the game. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm so proud of you guys, chat.
Bellissimo.
So good. So good. So good. All right, well, we're gonna hop into some gameplay then. Adam's gonna hop on the sticks and we're just gonna chat.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally just showed me all those clips. I can't do anything.
Oh, you can. I believe in you.
Literally.
Oh, we're just gonna chat. It's in the background and we can watch you and they can ask questions.
I can't remember. Oh, I've been tweaking the controls, which there we go. All right, we're cool. Right, yeah, ask me questions. Hit me up.
Yeah, chat.
Oh.
The average kid Stevo says, I really enjoyed play testing. Incredible game. This better be the best gameplay I've ever seen. Hey Matt, tone down the pressure, man. His kids were sick, okay? He's tired.
Most of my gameplay revolves around trying to break things as well, normally. So
it's true.
Oh, I see. That was a bit of a break. I like doing this wall ride. Oh, I missed the wall ride. Bear with me. There we go.
Adam better cook. Jamie wants to know, will there be a third pool of tricks like in Pumped?
No, it's the short answer. At the moment, kind of mostly driven by the controls. It's kind of easy to have two sets of tricks, I think. At the moment, at least. I just don't really have any spare buttons. I would definitely put that on the Streetdog 2 list.
Oh, you hear that, chat?
Well, it's basically exactly what I did for Pumps 2 and Pump 3.
Jamie says, short and sweet. Love that.
Oh, hello. That was cool. Oh, wait a minute. I just found a bug, Steph.
Write it down. Clip it, chat. Or not.
Wait,
Drew, clip it. Drew, submit it. Put it in the channel.
Where was it? Wait, it was decade? I think if I do a double decade, it only says decade. No, I can't do a double decade. There we go. We're going to find it. Yeah, see, it just says decade. It should be a double decade.
I'll mental note it.
All right. But yeah, okay. I have a plan, mostly because I know who's in chat. I'm going to take a couple of tries at getting up onto the roof, which is what all of the wild people have been doing.
Perfect.
It's definitely not going to work.
Syntax Cowboy says, when you add a trick to the game, is it from memory or do you reference any videos?
Oh, good question. A bit of both, I would say. For the more fiddly stuff like turn downs, I will definitely reference. I'm not going to make it. So for the more intricate tricks, I'll definitely reference some videos. And I don't know, like maybe toboggans as well. That was something I had to reference because kind of figuring out the actual position of the body was a bit hard to do from memory. But for a lot of stuff, it's just memory, to be honest. And then for all the pumped games, I have a really good ex-pro BMXer friend called Liam Eltham, who's an ex kind of trails rider, who used to help me with testing and all sorts of stuff, but he would also just sit with me while I was animating and be like, get that shoulder down a bit more, or they want to kick their legs out a bit more there and that kind of stuff. So I've definitely had help. Yeah. That's
actually really cool.
Oh, I might do it, Steph. No, I don't have any boost left. No.
Oh, on the lip. No.
Oh, yeah. All of this, you can see a bit of graffiti up top there. All of that was, I just didn't even consider that anyone would get up there. So I didn't bother. And then I very quickly saw a few people getting up there. So realized I had to make it properly playable. Right, one more go.
That's so cool. I love that. Ooh, that's a boost meter? Yeah. Good morning, Veldon. How are you? Lima is nice, IRL. Lima got that stee. Big up, Lima.
It does. Lima really does have that stee.
Aw, David.
Oh, no!
David threw in a sub to Mantis. Thank you so much, David, for gifting a sub. We appreciate you.
Right, I give up. Fine, you guys are better than me already.
Lima, the Oxford local top G.
Yes. Damn right he is. He's a bit of a local legend.
That's sick. Potato says, come on, bruh.
Oh, what, have I got to go back and try again? Let's see if I can hit this sub quickly. Yeah, and then, all right, fine. I'll go back.
Gotta respect the dev not using dev tools to teleport to the room.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Let's do that. There we go. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
There we go. Look, move player. Boom. There I am.
Look at that. So you added the graffiti?
Oh, I did it. Look, I did it.
Woo! The magic of cinema, chat. You blinked.
Thank you. Thank you. I made it. And they were riding up on these roofs. And then so I added these little platforms for them so they can actually set respawn markers up here.
Wait, that's sick. Adam, that's sick. Like, who wouldn't want to jump?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come on. Oh wait, no. Okay, fine. There we go. Oh, I missed. You know what? This is terrible. Oh, wait, can I go? Oh, okay, wait, I've got an idea. Here we go. Where should I go? I don't know where to go, Steph.
Just don't let your dreams become memes. You know?
No. Oh.
Love the big gaps, Veldin says. Literally all of us getting our best clips lines. It's true. The camera pressure. You had it.
Yeah, I give up. I'll keep cruising around though.
Drew, you want to hop on the mic really quick and just talk about some of the more technical aspects of the playtest? We have one very special gift that we want to give the chat.
Wait. We should show that real quick.
Yeah.
Adam, the graffiti that you added up there at the top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never read it. There we go. There's a little bit of...
Wait, that's sick! Chat, do you see that?
They found it already.
It's us! Dedicated. That's actually so cool. Oh my gosh, tier for you guys. WDev. You guys are immortalized. Amazing.
Oh!
That's just walk it off. You'll be fine.
Yep. Totally fine.
Yeah, so we've been collecting signups. Like, obviously there's been a lot of interest in checking this game out. We saw that at the events that we took it to. So we've been collecting signups for a long time. So when it was time to do the playtest, we want to make sure everybody could get in who's been interested. So we put a mailing list together, sent out a bunch of keys, and then kept taking signups throughout the playtest and kept sending out keys the whole time. So we had over 1,000 signups, which is pretty awesome.
Over 1,000, you guys.
Yeah.
Sick.
And we're collecting feedback now. If you haven't filled out your survey yet, please check your inbox or the Discord for the link, because it really will help Adam specifically and us make the game as good as we can make it.
Well,
yeah, it was awesome. Everyone, I mean, as soon as the clip started, we talked about this already, but as soon as the clip started rolling in, I was like, oh yeah, this is
sick.
Awesome.
Would you like to do the honors, or do you want me to read it?
Oh yeah, no, I think your voiceover talent, I think, is the most appropriate for the material that we're referring to.
Drew, being the ever troll that he is, suggested in one of the survey questions that if they would prefer to leave feedback in sonnet or poetry form, that they would be welcome to do so. And so if someone would like to claim credit, please do. But this is honestly quite sensational. So without further ado, here's one of the feedback pieces we got in poetry form. To ride the rails of endless fleeting flight, where concrete dreams unfold beneath my wheels, each line I carve is poetry in light, a symphony of balance that reveals. The fakey Phoebes glide smoothly, sharp and clean, a whispered ode to mastery and flow. The fakey Smiths, precise as they are keen, transform the obstacles to artful show. Effortless motion weaves round the space, a rhythm born of skill, finesse, and grit. Each movement feels a dance, a fleeting grace, the game a canvas, and my ride a wit. Oh, street dog, you've bestowed a perfect tune, a ride eternal, neath a digital moon.
oh, it's just incredible.
Wow. Wow. They say gamers don't have depth. I challenge that. Quite beautiful. Seriously, amazing. Can we get some claps in the chat? Just tears to my eyes. Incredible. Absolutely stunning.
Super good. Oh no. Yeah, so good.
Hoshu the Angry said, I put a haiku. I'm so proud of you, Hoshu. Amazing. David says, I'm shook. Jamie's crying. Null is clapping. It's amazing. Too much sauce.
Right. Okay.
So, Steve-O, the game's coming out next year, 2025. We don't have a firm date for you, but stay tuned. As soon as we announce it, be sure to be in the Discord or on our social channels so that you could be amongst the first to know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wicked. Yeah, man. I did this. But that's not the right one. This. Wicked. Anonymous and Aunt James, thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to the community. 13 minutes of my best footage from the playtest will be on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Aw, nice, Tony. Can't wait to watch, my dude. What, Mitch? You got something to say to me? Say it to my face, dog. I heard there are bikes here. Yeah, yeah. I actually name dropped you, Nick, earlier. Hi, Kareem. I see you as well. Honestly, I think that's my favorite part. All right. Thank you, Adam, for joining us. I think we're gonna allow you to get some. Oh no, wait, you're going to the pub. Yeah?
Oh no, I'm not. No, I was supposed to be going to the pub.
The kids.
Instead, I'm looking after poorly children. Yeah.
Oh. Maybe you can have a beer when they go to bed. You know?
Yeah.
Kick up the boots. Lads.
Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone for playing, though. It's genuinely been so cool to see and super helpful and lovely to see people enjoying themselves and all that good stuff. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And if you guys missed out on the last playtest, make sure that you guys stay in the Discord. You can even sign up if you want to now, just so we have your information in case we ever do one in the future. No guarantees, no current plans, but if it's something that you're interested in, be sure to stay active in the community. It's really helpful for us to gauge stuff and have people around if we need to ask questions or do something quickly. So I'm going to drop the Discord link in the chat if I can remember. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Aha! I got it. There's the Discord. Be sure to head into there. You can also follow us and Adam on social media. Yeah, Us Games for most of the stuff. So you can also Google him. He has a really cool picture. You want to see it? I did it.
What picture are you talking about? What is this?
Ready? I have this picture of you as like I was setting up the Discord. So cool.
Jesus.
It's a good one. I love it. The beanie.
That was, I did a day, what the hell was it called? It was like a day in the life of an app developer thing for Apple, but during COVID. Yeah. Did
they send a professional photographer? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
One more time. So fresh. All right, guys, don't forget to wishlist the game on Steam as well. The link for that, Drew's going to drop it in the chat too. It always helps us and the devs out for you guys to wishlist. So don't forget. Thank you guys again. Have a great weekend into the holidays. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas if you celebrate. Otherwise, holidays in general. And we'll see you guys in the new year. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's 2025. That's great.
I know, right? Have we got anything on next year?
What do you mean?
Or, releasing a game, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's some other stuff for sure. But, it's
going to be a big year for all of us, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And personally, thanks to everybody in the Discord, hanging out, posting stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
If you keep editing your clips and stuff together, be sure to drop them in there. We'd love to see it. Tony, we'll check out your YouTube video as soon as it goes live, okay? Woo! We love you guys! Thanks so much, and we'll catch you guys next time for another stream. Bye, everyone.